off on the plane, and there's no one sitting next to us, so that's good. So one of us may move over. This is about an 8.5-hour flight. We're both exhausted. We've probably slept about 2-3 hours each. So we're going to try to sleep once we take off. Hopefully we're lucky in accomplishing that. It's time for us to eat on the plane. I have chicken here. My wife has beef. Both look very good. Looks like we're over Russia, near the Kazakhstan border. We're about 2 hours in. Got about 6 hours left. My Netflix isn't working, which is unfortunate. So I don't have a lot to do. I guess I'll just try to take a nap. A surprise snack that came here. This is chicken with a piece of cheese, cucumber and lettuce, a piece of bread, and a yogurt. It's good because I was starting to get hungry. We just went over Azerbaijan and Georgia, and now we're over the Black Sea. As you can see there, Istanbul is right there. So we'll be there probably about an hour and a half. It's the gateway of Europe and Asia. Okay, we finally arrived in Turkey, Istanbul, and now we're going to go to our Yotel. Just gotta find it. Heard it's a little bit of a walk. Maybe like 15 minutes. This is really a nice airport. One of the biggest in the world. Maybe the biggest in the world. Still on the tram. It said about 7 to 9 minutes to get to the end of this if you just sit here like this. Only stopped about 2 to 3 hours last night, so looking to just get to our Yotel. YOTEL as it's called. It's within the airport, and crash for a little bit. Okay, we found our Yotel Air here. Gonna check in. Quite a walk. We had to go through security first. I guess so we can just go right to our plane tomorrow. Either way, we'd have to go to security. Better to get it over with, especially when you have an early flight. And there it is. Here's the hotel at our Yotel in the Turkish Istanbul airport. We're going to our room. And here it is. Kind of looks like something out of the Sigourney Weaver movie Aliens, where she kind of has a futuristic room. And we got this bed here. That also turns into a couch. Kind of sounds creaky, but anyway, it'll go all the way up to be a couch if you want it. But yeah, there on the far end is the bathroom, and then here is the shower. This is more for convenience, as this was not cheap, but tomorrow we can just go right to about an hour and a half before our actual flight. We can just leave here. They said about an hour and a half because we've already been through security and everything. Although one thing is, if you do get one of these hotels, don't do it through hotel.com, because then they're making you check in late. Originally they were going to make us check in at 8 p.m. and it was still expensive. So just do it right through yotel.com. That's YOTEL. Inside the airport here, they have plenty of places to eat, including a Carl's Jr., which I haven't seen anywhere near where we are in Illinois, Sbarro, Subway, and McDonald's. We're going to check out the McDonald's just because I want to see if they have something different than they do in the United States. This is such a nice looking airport. You think this is some kind of mall or something. We're only here for about 20 hours, so it's a shame that we won't have a lot of time to check everything out. We just took a nap because we're extremely tired. Our food arrived. Look at those fries, how golden they are. And a double Big Mac. It's interesting, the box. Obviously, they don't have anything like that in the United States. And they also have a meal where you can just get one cheeseburger and not two. That's different. I'm starving, so I'm going to eat right now. I enjoyed having the McDonald's here in Istanbul, Turkey. The fries were great. They were nice and golden and not burnt like sometimes you have in the United States. It's kind of hit or miss. Maybe that was just luck, or maybe that's just the way they always cook them. The double Big Mac is or was served in America before, but they kind of stacked it differently. Here they put the meat on top of each other. With American one, it's usually like the bread, meat, then bread, and then meat. So that really didn't make a difference. One difference though is the meat wasn't as salty. The American Big Mac is usually very salty, so kind of like that it wasn't, chock full of salt. I wish I had a chance to try some other stuff, even though it really wasn't that much different. Like I said, they also had a double chicken with 2 chicken patties on the bread there. So not in the Big Mac style though. Anyway, it was definitely worth to try this. It's too bad I'm not able to try some of the other stuff. I wonder what the Subway's like and the other places, but maybe if I'm here again, when I go back to Mongolia, I'll try that. Going back to our room, it's funny here. Whenever you want to buy something like a souvenir or even exchange money, they want your passport and your boarding pass, which is, different. In Hong Kong, they didn't need any of that. So it's because they said they want to give you a receipt. So, whatever. So we actually left ours in our room. We're in for the night at the Yotel. We walked around and didn't see that much, except for maybe a magnet that we're going to get. But the funny thing is you can't buy anything or even exchange money unless you have your passport and your boarding pass with you. So we didn't have it because we left it in our room because we want to keep them safe for tomorrow. So we're going to go get something tomorrow before our flight. It wasn't like that at all in Hong Kong. So anyway, we're going to go sleep soon because we got to get up at 4 in the morning. I like the Yotel room. I don't know if I would do it again because it's extremely pricey for the little limited hours that you're here, especially because, we have such an early flight. But this was a very fun trip. I enjoyed everything. Getting home, though, is going to be good, though. I'll probably have bad jet lag for the next day or two. So we'll get home and probably go right back to bed. Vending machine in the Yotel in the Istanbul airport. Never seen soda in the same machine as like candy bars. Fanta is a huge thing here too, as it is in Mongolia. 4 o'clock in the morning, we're walking through the mall of the airport here, and looks like everything's open at 4 o'clock. I think everything's 24/7 here. It's kind of nice. You don't see that, at least I haven't seen that anywhere, any airport I've been at. So we're gonna go see about getting some food here and then get ready to get out of here. Wish I had some more time to explore, but I don't. Sitting here waiting for the McDonald's to be delivered. It's one of the only safe bets here because I'm not sure how breakfast is at other places. Anyway, just admiring this nice airport. After this, we'll go back to our room, check out, and then we will be on our way to the gate to go home. It's been a great trip. our McDonald's arrived. I got a turkey McMuffin, I guess it looks like, with cheese. There's no pork here. This is a Muslim country, so they don't serve pork here. My wife got a croissant from the Mick Cafe. 5:15 in the morning, headed out to our gate. Just about to board our plane, just on time. Thank God we're going back to Chicago. We're on our bus, which is going to take us to an airplane. I've never done this before. You have to go through security like 2 times, check your bags and everything, and then now you go through this bus. First time boarding like this. I've never had to board on the tarmac before. Here we go. On the plane. Luckily we were able to find some overhead space for our luggage. I thought we weren't going to be able to. Anyway, we're going to be an 11-hour flight. See how it goes. It's a nice screen here. They gave us a pillow and everything. And some headsets. So, should be a really good flight. On the plane, here we have a pillow, we have a blanket, we have a headset right there, and we have a little bag here. In the bag is a toothbrush. It looks like something to cover your eyes, and I guess earplugs? I'm not sure if you hear that baby crying, but I hope that's not going to be the case the whole time. It is a very nice 787 Dreamliner. We're in the very center here. I've never actually been in the center on a Dreamliner before. I'll see how that goes. On our way to Chicago. This is the other thing that was in the bag. They're slippers. Couldn't get them out, but yeah, maybe I'll put these on later. Rest my feet a little bit. So I'll be leaving pretty soon. Hopefully there's a good meal on this flight. This does look a lot better than Miat Airlines, I'll tell you that from the get-go. Here's the menu. Probably getting the scrambled eggs. And before landing, we get a salad. Here are the drink options. Probably just get a cola. Hopefully it's a Coke or a Pepsi. Here's the first meal we're having. It's kind of scrambled eggs. And then there is some vegetables in there with cheese, and there's a yogurt, piece of bread, and under there some butter and some jelly. And I have a Coca-Cola. Smells so good. I believe that's spinach in there. Inside that omelet, or scrambled eggs rather. We're going to be flying over Denmark soon. I believe we're also going to be passing over the edge of Greenland in a few hours. We're over Greenland now. There's Iceland. See, got that there. This is the first time I've ever been over Greenland. There it is right there. The edge of Greenland. Okay, it's food time again on the plane. Got some kind of beef here with rice, vegetables, and then salad, and I don't know what else that is on the end. And I think a pudding. I don't know, I asked for the pasta myself and then he just went in the back, so maybe he's bringing it back. Hopefully I get it in a few minutes. Okay, here is my food. It's a pasta with meat. Still can't figure out what that is. It looks like some jalapenos or something. There's the salad, and then there's, I believe, is a pudding. So I tasted some of the meatball that my wife had, and it was pretty good. I probably should have gotten that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind after the pasta. Here we are, about 15 minutes from landing. Looks like our vacation is coming to an end. It's been a great one. Great experiences, great people. I'm glad that I went.